UFC 311, Makhachev vs. Moicano just wrapped up, and brother, what a card. Let me take off these headphones. I was just streaming for fucking 7 hours straight. The full card, man. But man, what a card, man. What a card. Crazy shit happened. Bro, I don't know who made the odds, bro. I was talking to my live stream about it. Whoever made these odds, brother, who give these guys credentials? I told you guys Gafurov was going to beat Nakamura. That he was a huge underdog. That Asian dude, Nakamura, was a huge favorite. You know what I'm saying? Same with Payne Taba. I told you guys how risky that fight was on my prediction video because I knew it didn't make any sense. Payne Taba, you know, big favorite and getting lost. You know, Merab versus Umar. I was making videos the whole week. I was a 50-50 fight. And the odds make no sense making Merab a huge underdog. And what did Merab do? He goes in there and wins. And we're going to cover all that today. And the main event was hilarious. And we're going to start off with the hilarious main event, otherwise known as Islam Makhachev versus Renato Moicano. Bro, y'all thought this shit was a fairy tale? Yo, shout out Lucas Tracy. These people thought it was Peaches and Creamville, man. They thought they were going to say, yeah, dude, I don't know, man. It's just like Moicano's cowabunga, dude. I just feel it, man. I feel it in my soul. He's going to go in there and cowabunga his way. Shut up, bro. Get the fuck, bro. Get out my face with that shit, bro. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, chat. I was nervous, and when Islam slipped, I thought it was a drop initially, so my heart dropped. I was like, oh my god, and then like ended up being a slip. But like, listen, Islam, like, he outstruck him on the feet. People said Islam didn't look. Islam looked fine, bro. On the feet, he was actually landing this straight punch every time on Moicano. He was getting out the way. He didn't eat like a single good shot from Moicano. I think Moicano landed like one good shot to the head or something. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? And then once Islam wanted to end the fight, he kind of just went in there and ended the fight. You know what I'm saying? He took him down. He's like, you're not on my level, brother, you know? And took him down and made it look so easy. You guys remember when Islam fought Dan Hooker? Like, do you guys remember how easy that fight was for Islam? He kind of took down Dan Hooker. It's like, all right, like, get in this Kimura. And that's it happened in this fight. There's a generational skill gap with Islam and a lot of these average, I'm going to say average lightweights. I'm not saying Dan Hooker's horrible, but like, these guys just aren't on Islam's level. This is what it was. Armin, shout out to you, dude, for ruining a main event. Supposed to be card of the year. Now card of the year is Adesanya versus Mavov. I can't wait for that fucking card. That's 2 more weeks, chat. But as far as this card, you know what I'm saying? Islam looked perfect. Islam is the pound for pound #1 fighter ever. Like, am I gonna like gloat and be like, oh, this one, oh my god, Islam? Like, no, I'm not really surprised. You know, it's funny to the people because some people actually thought Moicano, I just have a feeling, dude, the frequency in the air, dude. You know what I'm saying? Sarukian would have been a way harder fight, you know, of course. But Moicano just wasn't on Islam's level, eh? Like, just kind of one-sided. Yeah, I don't know what this fight was. It was almost like a gimmick fight. They should have done 2 fights one night with Beno Dariush and then Moicano. So after he got rid of Moicano, like, okay, Dariush come out. Dariush makes the walk and then Islam beats 2. That's how good Islam is. You know what I'm saying? Father's plan went 2 out of 3, by the way, in this card. Islam got the win against Moicano, made it look easy. Tagir got the win. And somebody did not get the win. And we're going to go to that man right now. And holy crap, Merab Dvalishvili. Let me just say this in my live reaction. I did think Umar won the first 3 rounds, but the 3rd round was a 50-50, and I let my chat know that. I was like, 3rd round, I don't know. I feel like the tide started turning in the 3rd round though. Like, you started to see in the first 2 rounds, Umar was kind of piecing up Merab. A judge gave Merab the first round, which is funny to me. I think it's kind of funny. I don't take it too seriously. These judges don't know what they're talking about. But first 2 rounds, Umar was like, I was like, oh my god, like Merab got to start wrestling, and that's what he started doing. In my prediction videos, I emphasized how Merab doesn't need to shoot to score, but rather shoot to like fatigue him. And I don't know what's up with Merab's gas tank. Chat, I don't think Umar has a bad gas tank. I think Umar has one of the best gas tanks. It's just the pace that Merab moves at that it doesn't make sense. It's almost AI generated, chat. Like, just think of AI generated endurance stamina. You get Merab. I don't get why he doesn't fatigue. Like, he literally was shooting, and then you can start to see, like, by like that towards the end of the 3rd round, like when even the end of the 2nd round, low key, when like Umar would stuff him, Umar would like kind of like start walking forward, arms low. He already looked like he was heavy off of just those stuff in the takedowns, and that's what Merab does to everyone. This guy is top 10 all time, period. Top 10 all time, period. He's the greatest bantamweight of all time. Don't even debate it, brother. Are you crazy? You know what I'm saying? Like, he just beat the undefeated Umar Nurmagomedov, who was 18-0, now 18-1. You know, Sugar Sean O'Malley on that resume, Henry Cejudo on that resume, you know, Jose Aldo on that resume, Marlon Moraes on that resume. Like, who is this guy? Are you kidding me, bro? Ain't no bantamweight coming close. He's special, dude. I'm actually very amazed about how good he is. It kind of shocks me. Able to weather the storm. He did get rocked by Umar in the 1st round. Or the 2nd round, one of those rounds, but he got rocked by Umar, I remember, and like he kind of took a bad step. He smiled, you know, and he just kept coming forward. Dude's he lives up to his name. Like, if a fighter lives up to their name, the machine and Merab just hand in hand, brother. Like, he just comes forward and kept shooting. And even in the 5th round, I remember I thought Umar was winning, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, Merab kind of rocks him. He points at him. He takes him down, and he started emoting. He started Merab maxing around the cage. Yeah, Merab. Merab's special, man. He's good. He's good. And yeah, he got it. Listen, people saying robbery on the Umar side, chat, don't make us look bad, Umar, he did get on the mic and, I guess you could say make an excuse, but chat, like, I already made a video covering his arm fracture. Like, I knew his arm was hurt, but then again, Merab's leg injured and got an infection with the stitches. Both guys were hurt. I don't want to hear, like, the last thing I wanted to hear from Umar, if I'm being real, is like, yeah, but, my arm hurt. I thought I won. Listen, you could think you won. Like I said, I thought he won first 3 rounds on first watch, but I'm not surprised with, like, a win. But the only bad scorecard was 4-1 Merab. Didn't make sense. But, like I said, like, him coming on the mic and talking about his, like, arm fracture. To be fair, Merab did the same thing, but Merab won. Like, you're allowed to win and talk about an injury. It's just a little different when you lose and talk about an injury. But I'm pretty sure Merab probably would have talked about it too if he lost, but he didn't lose. He won 3, 4, and 5. So here he is, the best bantamweight of all time, and he's damn near perfection, man. It's like, I don't know how to be better or how to get someone better than Merab. I look at that division now, I legitimately see no comp. What, Sugar's going to beat him in a rematch? Jan's going to beat the rematch? No. He's going to just outwork them, The best bet is someone who could finish him, like, early on. I guess Sugar could have done that, but Sugar low-key lost the first round against Merab as well, because Merab changes his fight style accordingly. Against Sugar, he didn't do the drowning technique he did against Umar and Peter Yan. He was kind of circling the fence, and then he would shoot in on him because he knows he's not Umar and he knows he can't stuff him. With Umar, he wasn't circling the fence. I said in my prediction video, if he were to circle the fence against Umar, he's going to get destroyed and outpointed. He brought the pace to Umar, and that's what got him the win. And I will say the corner difference is evident. Like, Khabib, I honestly think, sorry Khabib, I think he gave bad corner advice telling Umar to shoot on Merab when Merab was clearly physically stronger. Like, every time Umar would shoot, he would get, like, kind of thrown off by Merab. Like, the physical strength discrepancy was almost alarming to me. It was scary to me, dude. I can't lie. Like, I was like, every time, like, you had him on the fence, Merab would just control him, turn him over. Like, I remember there's a time that Umar tried to pull Merab on the ground, and he was just standing his base, bro, looking down at him, like, laughing, like, I'm like, this guy's leg, he's just strong as shit, dude. What's wrong with this guy, man? This guy's scary, man. He's scary. He's literally a machine, bro. Tough, man. Like, the strength is of interest so much. So every time Khabib told him to shoot, I was like, that's bad advice. And every time he did shoot, he just wasn't strong enough to get Merab down. There's a strength discrepancy, strength difference. Grown man strength, 34-year-old versus like a young man strength, 28, 29-year-old, So it was what it was. But yeah, ultimately, he's just ability to drown people is second to none. Nobody touches him in bantamweight. I think he's, like I said, top 10 all time, and then best bantamweight of all time, hands down. I don't know who he should fight next because I feel like everyone's cleaned up. You can't really go up because Ilya's champ, but I don't like that fight style could work universally in any weight class unless someone could catch him early. You know what I'm saying? So say Ilya were to go up and fight Islam or something, the belt's vacant. I can see Merab drowning Volk like that. Is he going to score takedowns on Volk? Probably not a single one. But what's he going to do against Volk? He's going to just smother it. Like, listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I really believe Merab's fight style is broken. I think he has like a broken fight style that you really can't beat unless you get him out of there. And Umar had a chance and didn't capitalize on it. He couldn't get him out. So like I said, Merab's special duty. And Umar's still great. He back to the drawing boards. I don't think anyone beats Umar in the weight class. I don't think anyone beats Merab. This could be very well Israel Adesanya, Robert Whittaker situation. You know what I'm saying? John Jones, DC situation. Two great fighters who won't lose to anyone else. But when they fight each other, it could be Merab. I still think this fight's 50-50. If they ran it back, it's still 50-50. It's hard to predict, like I said. But Merab's smothering game plan, I would have to put my money on Merab if they were to run it back. So like I said, great fight. I love both guys, so I'm not really upset about it. But yeah, it sucks for Umar because father's plan didn't come to fruition. They didn't go 3 for 3, but worthy competitor Merab to lose to. The odds makers go suck your mom, bro. I'm UK maxing. Bro, just go do something dumb, because what were these odds? How is he such a big favorite? I still have a video on my channel like they're disrespecting Merab. These odds made no sense, man. Stupid odds, man. But yeah, congrats on Merab. And Umar, still great fighter. We'll see what he wants to do next, but very easy win. Not easy win, but very earned win by Merab. Now, this fight right here, this is one of the other fights I said were 50-50. And Yuri Prochazka, bro, looks so much better than Jamal, if that makes it. It was 1-1 going to the third. Don't get me wrong. The first round, like, Yuri would just barely miss, then come back and counter Jamal Hill. And then the second round, Jamal Hill would, like, he won the second round pretty clearly, but it was because Yuri wasn't really having Yuri moments. And then third round, Yuri fashion, he just comes back and just kind of catches him. Honestly, jokes aside, I thought it was a matter of time before Yuri caught Jamal. Just the way Jamal was fighting, He fights like he's like hands down. He had 2 fucking knee pads on, bro. I think his ACL injury didn't heal properly, but Yuri didn't even kick his leg once, so that didn't really affect him, I'm sure. And he was just like trying to he was being Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill's really bad. Chat, this weight class is really bad looking. Like, no offense, like Yuri looked better because I feel like he was going against Jamal, who's like not very technically sound and kind of just throws sloppy punches. And Yuri was like using that head movement and then counter. His slip into his punches got a lot better though. He was slipping and countering. He usually comes forward kind of goofy. He still was doing that, but he looked a lot more seasoned in that aspect. But no offense to light heavyweights, these guys suck. We obviously have Magomed Ankalaev Aspera confirmed now, so that's great. Probably make a early prediction video on that soon. But yeah, as for the lightweight division, the fact that these guys in the top 5 is kind of like bad. Like, well, look at the technical ability on these guys, I think Rakic beats Yuri in a rematch and he beats Jamal Hill bad. Khalil Rountree definitely beats the fuck out of Jamal Hill after watching this fight. Jamal's fight style, I feel bad for him. I like him, that villain role, all that, but his fight style, I feel like it's catching up to him. Like in the Contender Series, he could knock out these guys and celebrate and just out awkward them. Glover has no striking, so that makes more sense looking back at it, but Yuri was just a better man. Yuri seemed the better, even though it was 1-1 and it was probably fight of the night, was it not? Maybe fight of the night. Maybe Merab Umar might steal that, but I don't know. This might be fight of the night to me at least. And yeah, great performance by Yuri Prochazka, and ultimately getting the finish on Jamal Hill, who I felt like it was just a ticking time bomb, brother. Only a matter of time before he finished you, and he got the finish on you. So shout out Yuri Prochazka, a very good performance in Dale. Now this guy, I've been saying, bro, best heavyweight in the planet Earth, man. Best heavyweight in the world. I said it, chat. And I know people are going to be like, oh, but Kenny, Spivak sucks. No, he doesn't. Spivak, he's a polar bear maxing, fucking gorilla masking, fucking crazy dude, bro. He's good. Jonathan Almeida is so good. I had a smile on my face watching this fight. I'm not surprised by the result. He's a real bad man, you get me, bro. He got taken down. And I remember Spivak was controlling him, and I was like, why does it look like Almeida's kind of complacent? But Almeida did a good job negating the damage from Spivak. Spivak's postured up. If Spivak was on anyone else, he would have probably finished it via ground and pound. But Dawson Almeida stayed patient, and he reversed him into full guard, and he's actually looking for something like a finish. He was ground and pounding him a little bit, and then ultimately Spivak reversed him again, and then somehow, some way, they get in a weird tanglement, and then fucking Dawson Almeida gets control again, and then they get back up. And I feel like, what I don't know what punch caught him, but they get back up from a scramble of some sort, and then Dawson Almeida catches Spivak on the chin. Bro, the fact that this dude got power, I already knew he had power. He has knockout ability. His grappling second to none. Brother, this guy's so good. Who's going to beat him? Yeah, dude, Tom Aspinall. Nah, Tom Aspinall can't do it. And he has 5-round experience, unlike Tom Aspinall. 25-minute experience. And he can wrestle for 25 minutes straight, He's a real bad man. So he can wrestle for 25 minutes straight. He has crazy submission threats. He's okay with being on his back when he gets taken down. And he has the power to knock you out. Yeah, Tom Aspinall, John Jones, be careful, brother. I've been on the Dawson Almeida train. I know a lot of people aren't on that yet, so it's going to take a little bit, but I know once he touches the belt, everyone's like, oh, I've been on the train the whole time, Kenny. Nah, brother, you're not on the team, bro. You guys see me glazing and me go in the comments, oh, Kenny, stop glazing. I'm telling you, he's the best heavyweight on the planet, bro. He beats all these guys. Knockout, striking, wrestling, grappling, doesn't matter. I love Jonathan. This is one of my happy sides. Other than the Islam fight, this probably made me the most happy. This actually low-key made me more happy. I mean, I kind of expected the Islam fight, so this low-key made me the happiest on the entire card, bro. I was buzzing, bro. I love seeing Jonathan Almeida go in there and decimate these guys. And I like the fact that he got taken down, because I always wondered how he's going to look off his back. He looked comfortable. He looked like he was able to reverse him. Brother, dial it, bro. I'm proud of Jonathan Almeida, and he showed knockout power and striking. No one's touching this guy. Trust me. The rider. You know what pissed me off about this parlay? I had a parlay that would cash out at $400, $50. And I pulled out at $190 because I was nervous that the rider was going to somehow get a fraud, lose or something. And I pulled out for no reason because he won. I would have won so much more money. I still profited a lot on this card, but I would have been way more. Yeah, Kevin Holland sucks. The rider takes him down with ease. Just fucking Ormax him, gets him a submission, makes it look easy. Kevin Holland should just retire. He's such a bum. He just fights for a paycheck. Let's be real. Yeah, that was a 50-50 fight, but looking at it, it was low-key a 90-10 fight for the rider. So, yeah, the rider, I'm so mad I pulled out that parlay, man. It's all good, bro. But point being said is Kevin Holland, he's an all-right fighter, but that's all he'll ever be, an all-right fighter with no hairline and lack of aura. And the rider's always going to be the rider, the riddler, the diddler. Bro said the diddler. Relax, Kenny. But he diddled him. I can't lie. Riddle diddled him. Riddle diddled him. You know what I'm saying? And he played with him and he submitted him and made him look like a bot. So, very easy performance by the rider. Kevin Holland should honestly retire. That's my honest opinion. Prelims. I told you guys these odds made no sense for the Barcelos versus Peyton Taba fight. It's 2 game. Listen, it's a fraud check, sure. I don't think Payton Talbot necessarily looked horrible, but cause he was still, when he got to his feet, he was still fighting. He had moments. It was interesting. But overall, Barcelos was just proved to be too much for him. He beat him every round. Talbot, listen, minus 1,000. What these odds, man? These odds makers need to get drug tested, brother. Trying to gaslight people. But yeah, Talbot, he's good, like I said, but doesn't make sense to put him on a parlay if you did one. And two, Barcelos, he was a 37-year-old. He showed old man strength, old man control time, racked on some control time. I feel bad for Payton, low-key. But he never really gave up on himself. And another thing they can't really say is he has bad stamina. So now we know he's a good striker with good stamina, but he lacks wrestling because he didn't really give up on himself. Even when he was getting taken out later rounds, he was still fighting and bucking to get up. So good stamina, good striking, just lackluster takedown defense, and he has the ability to be controlled by Barcelos. So imagine a Umar or Merab. Yeah, looking at this bantamweight weight class and looking at Merab, it makes you realize how good Merab is. But Payton Talbot, man, it's the haircut, dog. He had all this aura and all this unbeatable ability when he had that hair and doing all that slow motion shit. Now look at brother, substitute teacher looking ass, bro. But yeah, Barcelos kind of went in there and kind of fraud checked him, I suppose. I still think Talbot's a talented fighter, just not good enough to be an old seasoned vet, bro. And that's what Barcelos is. So moving on from that, Zachary Reese versus Bekov, Bekov, whatever it is. But speaking of him, great ground and pound strength. Low key, this fight was weird because I feel like he was hitting him I feel like he was hitting him behind the head a little bit. And then the referee fucking came in and fucking said, nah, you're not done yet. Eat this fucking head bang off the canvas. And the referee came and pushed Zachary Reese's head into the canvas and he put him out even worse. But nah, jokes aside, Asma kind of was just better. Zachary Reese is good though. He's a really good striker. Just couldn't defend the takedown, and then once he couldn't defend, he kind of got mollywopped. He was throwing up submissions. I do think Zachary Reese is good, but Bekov made a good debut. Bro can't speak. Made a good debut. He looked tough. He looked game. You know what I'm saying? I can't take nothing away from him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Zachary Reese, keep grinding, little bro. Just keep grinding. I don't know. Anthony Smith's doppelganger versus Billy Elkani. I don't know why it's not letting me expand this, so I guess I can't expand this, so I'm going to talk about it like this, and we're going to make it quick, whatever. The Uzbekistanian, Anthony Smith Uzbekistanian, kind of went in there and just kind of embarrassed him. I feel like Elkani wanted a way out anyways. He's getting ground and pounded, kind of just standing there in a grounded position, and then Gafurov was like, all right, I'll just finish you with a choke because you want to be a bitch. And then that's what happened. He finished him with a choke. Elkani had an interesting first round, though. I think he controlled Gafurov for a good amount of time, but Gafurov in the second round just made it look easy. Grant Dawson versus Diego Ferreira. Chat, I'll be real. The closest thing we're ever getting Habib, no glaze. The closest thing we're getting to Habib is Grant Dawson. I'm not glazing. This is not glaze. It's not me just saying it to say it. His ground and pound ability, he doesn't generate as much power as Habib, so I'll give Habib credit. His ability to generate power from positions on the ground was crazy. But just the way Grant Dawson is able to land ground and pound shots, and some of them are heavy, you know what I'm saying? But he's kind of swinging and he's always active. This idiotic ref stood him up one time when he was landing ground and pound shots. This didn't make sense to me. Bro, Grant Nurmagomedov, man, he might have to take the Nurmagomedov name from Umar. All right, I'm doing too much. But honestly, he might as well put on a papaka, whatever it's called, and then just wear that hat around because he's nasty, man. So yeah, Grant Dawson, man. He's tough, man. He's tough. Great ground and pound and great win. He kind of just mollywopped him. I don't know why I just thought about this. I'm just remembering when Merab fought Umar, how he was smiling on the walk. That was so weird. He was so confident. Merab knew something we didn't know. Anyways, to early prelims. Yeah, Ailin Perez. I'm glad that she got the decision win. You know what I'm saying? Helped me go 100% in the prelims. Yeah, she kind of just took down Rosa, controlled her. Rosa had good leg kicks, wasn't enough, and we got to see Ailin Perez shake that booty, brother. So this is good, brother. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this fight because who gives a shit. This fight, I'm going to glaze myself. I'm going to toot my own horn. I told you guys in my prediction video, these odds make no sense. Gafurov's going to beat him. He was nearly a minus 1,000 favorite. Who this guy, brother? I watched his footage. I know Gafurov good enough, and I was like, this guy has no chance at beating Gafurov. He goes in there, gets UD wiped. Gafurov was landing good punches, looked better in the wrestling department. He was just better everywhere. Nakamura was kind of just had a knack for getting hit in the face. But Nakamura had a knack. Nakamura just kept getting hit in the face, and I feel like Gafurov was doing a good job with his overhand shots and all that stuff, and mixing in stuff. Gafurov just he was throwing spinning attacks. Gafurov was in his bag, man. He was in his bag. This is one of my. I think this might be my favorite prediction of the night. I did say in my prediction video, this is my prediction of the night. This and Benil Dariush beating Moicano, but Dariush and Moicano didn't happen. So this is my most proud underdog prediction. He's a huge underdog. He went in there, made it look real easy, like a real bad man. So Gafurov, I don't know what to do with him. You're a bantamweight. You're not gonna ever beat Merab, but like you might as well just beat up all these other guys. You know, maybe him versus Basharat or something. I don't know, dude. We'll see. They should make him fight someone interesting now. Nakamura was good. He was undefeated, but brother, I knew he was too green to beat a Gafurov. So moving on. So Paj versus Tercios. I saw this coming as well. Tercios was tough. He was a juggernaut, kept walking forward, but Paj was kind of getting this Topuria maxing bag into his boxing. Kind of looked like Topuria during the fight as well. But he kind of just pieced up Ricky. But Ricky was kind of walking forward, eating everything, but brother, not enough, brother. This is my opinion. We don't care that much, though. Tagir, he started off Father's Plan good, although Father's Plan didn't end well. Carpenter was a very game challenge for him. He was actually very tough. Carpenter made the fight very competitive, but you know, wasn't enough to beat Tagir. But shout out Carpenter for being game. Carpenter was an undefeated fighter, lost. Every undefeated fighter on this card lost, which is weird, chat. So this fight's either cursed or like, I don't know. It just wasn't a card for undefeated fighters. Not only the undefeated fighters lose, chat, but like all the big favorites lost. Except for Islam, because they ain't no fairy tale, bro. Islam's not these other undefeated fighters. You get me? All these other big favorites. It's Islam Makhachev, baby. But yeah, bro. Quick little recap, quick little breakdown. I just wanted to say that. Great card overall. Out of 10, I'd probably give it like a fucking, what out of 10? Maybe like not a 9, because the main event kind of, the main event didn't suck, but I'll say like maybe a solid like 8 out of 10. Like it was supposed to be card of the year, so it's supposed to be like a 10 out of 10, but then Armin pulled out, Dariush fight fell apart. Yeah, good results though, good results. I'm kind of sad for Umar, but like I said, Merab deserves it, and I like both fighters, so I don't really feel bad. You know, maybe Umar didn't take the loss too greatly, but the fact that Merab came out smiling and all that ends up beating him crazy, you know. Yeah, I made some money on this card though. My predictions are hitting, but I did get a couple fights wrong. I don't know how much fights got wrong. Maybe 3 or 2. I forgot. Great card overall. Shout out all the fighters, and my boy Islam Makhachev staying the pound for pound #1 fighter. And Alex Perez versus Magomed got confirmed this card. I can't wait to see that. But that's it for my recap. Let me know what you guys think about the fights down below. And that's it for me, and God bless. 2, 3, 4.